guys, it's Elle. Today we are going to be talking about how I got rid of my, How I got rid of my fungal acne. As you can see, I have regular acne at the moment. My skin is not completely clear, but hopefully I can find some before photos to show you guys, because when it was at its worst, I did not take pictures without any makeup on, but my skin was bad. Okay, my skin was bad. Fungal acne is not like regular acne. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna drink more water, it's gonna go away. Oh, I'm gonna use a little more like tea tree or something and it's gonna go away. Nah. It's not. So we're going to talk about my journey in getting rid of it, because it's been a long one, unfortunately. First, we're gonna start off on how I got fungal acne in the first place. I'm gonna be real with you. I have no clue. I have no clue how I got fungal acne, and I also don't completely understand how you get fungal acne, because what I can recall, there was a certain product that I used by a certain company that sent me a product. I will not be naming names, but it was a product they sent me, and first couple times I used it, I didn't really notice a difference. I didn't notice anything significant like changing in my skin to warrant signals in my brain going, hey, stop using this product, it's not good for you. And they had sent me extra products as well, so I gave some products to my mom and other family members and whatnot. And it wasn't until my mom after a while was like, hey, I've been using insert product here and I've been having some weird things going on with my skin. And I'm like, maybe my mom is allergic to insert ingredient this product is heavily advertising. So I'm thinking, I haven't had that experience just yet. I have not had this experience just yet, so I'm good. I'm gonna keep using it. That was mistake number one. It wasn't a product that I was using twice a day or every day or something like that. It was literally every other day I would use this product, so I didn't catch it as quickly as my mom caught it when she started using it and be like, yeah, no, I can't use this. All of a sudden, I start getting really bad breakouts on my chin and around my mouth. And I'm not new to having pimples. I've never really had a whole lot of pimples in general. The amount of pimples that I have on my face right now is usually the amount of pimples I always have on my face. I don't really get I don't get a whole bunch at once. But this time, these things were here to stay. When I first saw them, I assumed, maybe it's because of something I'm eating. Anytime that I get any type of acne above my lip, it is usually because I've been eating a lot of spicy food. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop eating spicy foods and maybe it'll go away. It didn't. I stopped eating spicy foods, or at least lessened them, and there still wasn't a change. And so again, I still not have clocked that is this product. And I still to this day don't know if it's that product, but it was the only product that I ever tried where I had a really bad skin reaction to. So because I hadn't clocked it yet, I'm like, I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's going on. I kept minding my business. I kept going about my day. And then I started to research this acne is different. So when I'm Googling my symptoms, I'm searching on Reddit, and the thing that pops up is fungal acne. To describe what was going on, it was a bunch of bumps, right? But underneath my skin, I could feel the bumps preparing. I could feel them coming. And it was my skin was hot. It was inflamed. It was irritated all of the time. It wouldn't matter if I got rid of one acne spot or whatever, it would come back the next day. It would come back immediately. There was no soothing it. There was nothing to put on my skin that would actually fix it. I didn't know what to do, because I was like, I can't just go without washing my face. I can't just go, well, I'm not gonna put anything on my face. How about that? And so even when I was receiving products to try and whatnot, PR, I was still avoiding this area, because I was like, the issue isn't the rest of my face. Until the issue became the rest of my face. It started to spread. It started to spread all across my face. It was going across my jawline. It was getting up to my cheeks. It was getting into my hairline. Girl, my hairline. Let me say it again. My hairline. You know how bad that is? When you have pimples or bumps, whatever, that are underneath your skin, you can feel it, and it's in your hairline. So it's you can't even put anything topical on it. this is bad. This is bad. We gotta do something. We gotta do something. Because once I realized it was fungal acne, everywhere that I was looking up was saying fungal acne is not something that you can just get rid of overnight. That is something that takes very long to get rid of. And maybe me, I said, I'm not going to a dermatologist. Why would I do such a thing? I have Reddit. Reddit will help me. Period. So, there was my journey. I figured out, okay, it is fungal acne. Let me figure out how to treat this, because I'm tweaking. Let's start with the things that I stopped doing. My entire skin changed once I started getting fungal acne, and it was like things that worked for my skin before no longer worked. So I had to completely change my like skincare routine. One thing I stopped doing was I stopped washing my face twice a day, and I still do not wash my face twice a day. I wash my face once a day. I will use a toner pad in the morning and then wash my face at night. I used to do cleansing oil every other time I would wash my face, and now I only use cleansing oil when I'm washing makeup off of my face. I also didn't stop wearing makeup. I know it's like one of the first things they tell you to do if your skin is having a random reaction to something that you're not aware of, stop using makeup. Maybe I didn't. I said tell that to somebody else that want to listen, because it's not gonna be me. I also stopped using anything fermented, if that makes sense. Mixsoon's products, their whole thing is like fermented soybean. It just felt like any other one of their products wasn't necessarily helping me, was not necessarily doing any good. So I just ended up stop using them completely. Any product that had rice in it also I think is a bit of fermentation as well, I stopped using. These were things that worked for my skin so greatly before, and I had to completely stop using it because it was like making my skin worse. I couldn't use any milky toner. Anything that was kind of milky, I couldn't use. Anything that was too creamy, I couldn't use, except for like certain products. But that's just also a me thing. When it comes to stuff, I prefer more ointments and gels as to like anything creamy. But that's because of eczema that I also have on my face. I don't know if that's necessarily pertaining to acne, but I will say that. I also stopped doing sheet masks because I didn't feel like it was doing anything. Oh my god. And a big thing that was holding me back that I did not realize, when you have fungal acne, baby, you can't use oil on your face, which is also probably why the cleansing oil wasn't helping. I'm just now realizing. But I looked it up, and apparently you're not supposed to use oil or retinol. And it took me way too long to realize that I couldn't use retinol, because when I was using retinol, I was using it for like my under eyes. Maybe I messed around and got fungal acne underneath my eyes. It was like my entire face was contaminated. I think that about breaks down all the things I had to stop doing and stop using. So let's talk about the things that I actually had to start using. Now, some of these are products that I literally started using very recently, like I'm talking like maybe last month, and that's how quickly I started seeing results. As you can see, most of this is just hyperpigmentation now. It's not really a whole bunch of acne. I mean, there is a few, but like I said, that's like regular acne. It was like I had a 5 o'clock shadow, and to go from a 5 o'clock shadow to this, I think it's pretty good. So we're gonna start from, as if this is in the morning time. Here's what we're starting off the day with. I started off using Medicube's Deep Vita C toner pads. These are vitamin C derivatives. There's niacinamide in this. Most of these products have a bunch of niacinamide. Yeah.
Let me tell you about my first ever enemy. Spoiler alert, it was the first day of kindergarten. Niacinamide.
In the mornings, like I said, I stopped washing my face in the mornings and started only using toner pads. These were the toner pads I started using. There were some other toner pads that I was using that I do think helped, but because this had vitamin C in it, I think it really helped brighten it up as well to get rid of all of the dark spots that I had underneath. So I can't find the other toner pads that I did use, but I'll put them right here if I can find an image of them. They did work as well for the pimples themselves. It didn't hurt. It didn't break my skin out, make my skin feel weird using them at all. So I really did enjoy them. There's another toner that I think is also good. There's a lot of toners that I tried out during this period of time. It's just these ones are the ones that I landed on for being the best, especially for hyperpigmentation. which is something that I was dealing with after I was getting the pimples to settle down and not actually come back repeatedly. This is Tiam's Vita B5 toner. There's no fragrance, no alcohol. This was really good for calming down my skin, calming down inflamed skin. I wouldn't necessarily say this is good for acne, but more so the symptoms that comes with having fungal acne. Like I said, the inflammation, the burning, skin feeling sensitive, and all that. This was good for that. Next, this again also has niacinamide in it. Everything has niacinamide in it. The brand is Nineless. I'm gonna put the words up here actually. This is for acne prone skin. It has panthenol, niacinamide in it, and Snell-Mucin. But I would also say beware of this because a lot of people have said that Snell-Mucin has caused them to have fungal acne, but it's done the exact opposite for me. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. This is also great because a lot of the other products that are for fungal acne are very, very drying, and with the Snell-Mucin in it, I feel like it brings that moisture back into my skin very easily, very nicely. We love that. We love her. Then we have Medicube's Deep Vita C Capsule Cream. Same thing as the toner pads. I love this formula. Like I said, I do prefer more gels and ointments when it comes to skin products because I just feel like my skin absorbs the moisture better. This I love. This I actually love and enjoy. I use this every day, every morning. There's capsules, a little bit of like vitamin C things in here. I mean, like, I'm not gonna know what to do when I run out of this. Like, Medicube, send me another one, because this is like chef's kiss. Also, before I get into the rest of this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be selling clothes and maybe wink wink some skincare on Mercari. Go follow my Mercari. It's the same as my username on here, loser named L for everything. You know what the deal is. I will link it. Stay tuned for that. On to the next. Okay, so because I refuse to actually see a proper dermatologist because cheap, I went on to, what is this, Dermatica, and just got some benzoyl peroxide, and I'll put the words what it is up here. That's what's all that's in this. This stuff is strong. I use a tiny bit of this mixed with this in the morning because this sucks the moisture out of your skin. Like, yes, it's good for acne. Love it for that. Love when she does what she does, but it sucks the life out of you. It's so drying. I have to put something else on my skin. All right, she's too much on her own. We gotta dilute her. I'm not getting like month supplies. Like, I don't have a subscription. I just got the one to test it out because I was like, I'm not gonna pay monthly. If you follow my TikTok, which you should, again, username L for everything, you know what it is. I had used this Manyo's Hyaluron Hydrating Sunstick. It's sunscreen. It's a matte sunscreen. However, like I said, because this thing dries you out, it takes the moisture, it takes the life out of you. I could no longer use this. Also, rubbing this against like fungal acne hurts like hell. So I, luckily enough, got sent this as well. Isntrie's Hyaluronic Acid Daily Sun Gel sunscreen. I like it. Very moisturizing. If you're using benzoyl peroxide or any other type of acid that's usually recommended for fungal acne, you're going to need extra moisture. And after everything, if my skin is still feeling weird, or if it's in the middle of the day, when it was in like, before I had bought the Medicube products and before my acne was actually coming down, I needed something to just put on my skin because, like I said, I had cut everything out of my skincare routine. This was all I had. I had this in a dream. This is On Ingredients Skin Barrier Calming Lotion, and baby, she do just that. She protects the skin barrier and she calms that skin, baby. She does. But my skin would be inflamed from literally me just existing. I just put this on. I don't have to use it as much anymore, which I do love, but I still keep it. Because it's literally, I literally just have it for like, if I'm too, like if I think my skin is going through too much, she needs a day of rest. Rather than putting any other products on my skin, I will just put this and some moisturizer on and keep it pushing. Now, let's get into what I wash my face at night. Of course, you know what it is. Huda Wonders Black Rice Moisture Cleansing Duo. I like this stuff a lot. I just feel like if your skin is going through a lot, it is best to just find a good cleanser a good cleansing duo and just stick with that. Don't try other ones. Just find the one that works. That's it. Like I said, I stopped using this as often. Only used it for when I was taking off makeup because it took me too long to clock that you're not supposed to use oil on your face when you have fungal acne. And then sometimes I would put this on my face. Maybe this thing burns. I would mix it with this, the tiniest bit, and it would burn. I actually stopped using it once I got this. Like, I don't use this when I use this. I do not use these at the same time. These are not getting used in the same day. They're not. Because of how drying it can be. If you use this, don't have sensitive skin. It does its job. It works. It just hurts like hell. And so I didn't use it every day, and I didn't use a whole lot. And so I just felt like it was more efficient for me to use the cream that I got online versus using this wash, because this burns my skin. These two are something that I got sent recently, and I love them. I love them, love them, love them. This was obviously after using the Medicure where my acne itself had been calming down, and so these are mainly for what I use for my hyperpigmentation, because I really do think between this and this and this, my acne actually started to go down pretty well. And so everything after that was just kind of controlling it, as well as getting rid of the dark spots. And this is great for dark spots. I did a TikTok as well as posted it on shorts of the results that I had from this. So I've already talked about this a lot. Go buy this. Like, I don't need to say too much about this. Like, it's a really good product. This is a milky toner. This is one of those like micro needling shot serums. It does tingle a little bit, but out of the like micro needling shot things that I've used before, this one I think has tingled the least amounts, whereas the other ones I feel like it's a little too much for me, whereas this one isn't, and I really do love it. Got rid of my hyperpigmentation, or at least actively getting rid of it. Now some like honorable mentions. Obviously, I stopped doing MACs in general on my skin, like I said before. But this one, baby, and this one I am probably going to go out of my way to buy it myself, because Medicube actually sent me this, but I'm going to go buy this. This is their Kojic Acid Turmeric Brightening Gel Mask. This helped my skin a lot. I really do love it. Fixed my dark spots, gave my skin some moisture back. You know, we love her. It did what needed to be done. I don't think I liked any other mask. You like sit with it on your face for like a couple of hours, and it fully absorbs into your skin, feels nice. We love her, okay? And the last thing that I used a lot was acne patches. I'm sorry, I don't have like the package it came in, but I think the ones I'm actively using are Troublous. I have tried a number of different acne patches. Don't get the ones off TikTok Shop. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I just feel like they just cover up the pimple. The Troublous ones, it actually like removes the gunk. I believe that is all. That is all of the skin products that I used to try and fix my skin, to try and undo the things that I did on accident. I try not to use too many products anymore, simply because my skin has never been the type of skin that needs a bunch of products. And I think with online and whatnot, you get sold on the idea that you need like a 10-step routine, or that, you know, there's something wrong with your skin if you're not using XYZ, and that's just not the case. Most of these products, if not all of these products, you can find on YesStyle. I do have a YesStyle code. However, if you're living in America, we probably can't be using YesStyle for too long, so I mean, get it while the getting's good, I guess. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found this video educational and helpful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as turn on alarms so you never have to miss another video. Bye!